Good morning, students. I hope everybody is safe and fine at home. As yesterday, we have studied two relief regions of North America, the Canadian Shield and the Eastern Highlands. Please note that was not Western Highlands, that was Eastern Highlands. Regions of North America. Today we will discuss other two regions, the Central Lowlands or the Great Plains and the Western Cordilleras or the mountainous west. Let us first discuss about the Central Lowlands. The Great Plains are between Western Cordilleras and the Eastern Highlands. It covers the distance of 6,000 km from north to south, that is from Arctic Ocean to the Gulf of Mexico, and 2,000 km from east to west, that is from the Appalachian to the Western Cordilleras. These plains are 500-meter high above the sea level in the west. From the northwest, that is from the Lake Slave, they decrease their height towards the Arctic Ocean. This means they slopes towards the Arctic Ocean. This slope is mainly marked by the river Tennessee. These Great Plains also include the prairies. Prairies are the temperate grasslands of North America and are drained by Mississippi River and its tributaries. River forms a delta in the Gulf of Mexico, so we can say that this area is river basin and it is very fertile. So this area is very good for agriculture, as due to its large production of food. They are also known as granaries of the world. So we can say that the Central Lowlands or the Great Plains are very fertile area. Next is the Eastern Cordilleras. Cordillera refers to an extensive chain of mountains, or we can say the parallel ranges of mountains. We can say that Western Cordillera are mountain ranges parallel to each other. They are 6,500 kilometers long from Alaska in the north to Panama in the south along the western coast. That means it is near the western coast only. Eastern ranges of Western Cordillera is called Rocky. They stretch from British Columbia to New Mexico in USA. Cascade Range, Sierra Nevada and Sierra Madre are the coastal ranges of Western Cordillera. Western Cordillera were formed when North America plates collided Pacific plates, in which North American plates lifted upward and were also accompanied by great volcanic activities. Means both of the things, tectonic plates and volcanic activities, are responsible for the formation of Western Cordillera. At present, if we talk for volcanic mountains, Mount McKinley in Alaska is the highest peak of Cordillera region or of North America. Alaska is very famous for the Wonder Lake in Denali National Park. So, as the east we have Rockies and on the west we have Pacific coastal ranges, and in between these parallel ranges there lies the intermountain plateaus that are surrounded with the mountain ranges. Some of the plateaus are the Alaska Plateau, the British Columbia Plateau, the Great Basins, Colorado Plateau and the Mexican Plateau. These plateaus are separated by different river valleys, and the largest plateau is Great Basin. Also, it is the largest inland basin. It means that the river flowing in this area does not reach sea or ocean. So, it is the largest inland basin in North America. The Great Salt Lake is an example of inland drainage. Colorado River is the main river of this region, forming deep gorges, or we can also call canyons. These canyons are 1800 meters deep. The Great Canyon of Colorado is world famous. These cordilleras have many active volcanoes and hot springs in the north or in Alaska. They are the part of Pacific Ring of Fire. Pacific Ring of Fire is the major area in the basin of Pacific Ocean where many earthquakes and volcanic eruption occurs. For example, Mount Kanaga in Alaska. The Old Faithful is the famous geyser, or we can say a hot spring, of Yellowstone National Park of United States of America. One most important thing that don't mix Western Cordillera with Eastern Highlands. Western Cordilleras are in the west and Eastern Highlands are in the east. Rockies are the part of Western Cordilleras. Appalachians are the part of Eastern Highlands. Western Cordilleras are young fold mountains. Eastern Highlands are old fold mountains and have lost their height due to the erosion. I think clear. Western Cordillera and Eastern Highlands are different and on different directions. This much for today. With this, our chapter is also complete. So, thank you.